What's up, YouTube? This is going to be a contest video. I haven't done a contest video in a little bit, so I saw Amazing Murpinator there had a 125 sub contest, and it's pretty easy to do. So I figured I'd make a video for him. Congrats on the 125, the 125 subs. He's a local Boston boy. So that's kind of cool. But I believe he's he's from Boston. Sorry, whatever. But yeah, so he just asked to share your top 10, at least your top 10 favorite covers. I pulled out what I could grab because, as you guys know, as you watch my videos, my books are scattered everywhere, and I'd have to go through every single box I have, and I got over 8,000 comics now, so it's like I grabbed what I could, and a lot of the stuff I had to show are actually the slab books because they're easily accessible for me, because I keep them separate from the rest of my books. But I figured not everyone is though, but I figured I'd start showing the books. I don't have, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to show them in any particular order. I'm just going to show them as I grab them. And I'll let you know if which book is my #1 favorite book. So, as I come to it, because these are just out of order or whatever. But, this is actually one of my favorite covers. I love this cover. It's actually one of the, when I started collecting again a few years ago, this is one of my first, actually, you know what? This is my first slab book, I believe, or one of my first slab books. So, but I was collecting a lot of Submariner stuff when I first started back, beside the Avengers, and I just love this cover. And I was lucky to get an 8.0 on that, and you know what? I didn't pay very much for this book at all. That's probably, I don't know, an $80 book, $80 book maybe, I think, I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while. I've had it for 3 years, so. Oh, here goes a big one. I'm putting this one up here just because it's one of it's one of my favorite series, and I love the TV show. And now it's just such an iconic cover now. It's been duplicated, and homages have been done of it and stuff. And it's not that. It's only what, 10, 12 years old. So I figured I'd throw that in there. My Walking Dead #1. It's a 9.6 signed by Robert Kirkman. So yeah. And this is actually one of my favorite books. I think this is like one of the newer books that, I don't know, when I first saw it, I just like, wow. But it's the Superman Unchained #1. It's a 3D variant cover. This is the one that was like, I can't remember how many are done that weren't like, I don't know, I heard less than 400 were done. It was like it was a special that only retailers got if they went to some kind of show or distributor. I can't remember. But I had Scott Snyder sign it at my first con, actually, my very first Comic-Con. It was the Boston Comic-Con the year that they had the Boston bombing. So yeah, but I just love that cover. I don't know how well you guys can see these particular covers, but I really believe that this is one of the best ones they ever did. So I know it's kind of rare, so I don't know how much it's worth. I know this one was going for like $500 at one point. I'm not sure if it's up there now. Okay, well, here's another big book, and kind of the same reason. It's just such an iconic cover. And of course, we all love both of these characters. I'm pretty sure most people love them. But it's my Hulk 181, my first Wolverine. I bought this already slabbed, so it's a PGX 7.0, and I've thought about getting it re-slabbed. I wish I would have had this when I met Herb Trimpe last year. I would have had him sign it. Unfortunately, he passed away like 2 months after I met him, and then I got this book. So I did get him to sign some books though, so that's kind of cool. This is just one of my favorite series, and the cover isn't, that spectacular or anything, but I love the cover. It's just plain. It's not too much. But it's my Rachel Rising #1. I actually have 2 copies of these right now. I have this one, the 9.6, and the original one I had signed by him, unslabbed. It came back at a 9.0, so I wasn't happy with that. So I got another one, and I'm happy with the 9.6. But I just, it's not much, But I just love the cover. Maybe I'm a little biased because I love the story, and this is definitely one of my favorite covers. But it's Wolverine #1 from the miniseries. I have all of them, but this is definitely my favorite out of the 4. And I was actually able to get it last year at the New York Comic Con. Have Chris Claremont and Rubinstein sign it, so that's kind of cool. Maybe one day I'll have Frank Miller sign it, but that's doubtful. So yeah. And this is definitely one of my top covers. This is maybe #2. Maybe #2. But it's my Aquaman #1. You guys know, if you guys watch my videos, I'm a huge Nick Cardy fan. He's my favorite artist of all time. So maybe Kirby's second, but definitely Nick Cardy's #1 for me. But yeah, this is my Aquaman #1, 8.0. And I just love this cover. I just love it. The colors, anything. Now, you know what? I lied. I'm going to save my favorite book for last. So, but these, let me get these down. I put these next 3 together. Because they're all one part of the series, but I love every single one of these covers. It's my Cursed Pirate Girl, #1, #2, and #3, and I just love the artwork in these, and on the cover. It's some of the most intricate artwork I've ever seen. I just watched was it Hero Hunter, I think, did a video today showing his toughest books to find. He showed these. They were all hand stamped and all done by him by hand and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. But I know these are a limited print run and stuff. But yeah, mine all got signed by Jeremy Bastian at the Boston Comic Con last year, I think it was. Not this year, the year before that. And they all came back 9.8s, which is I'm very happy for, because it's awesome. So, and I do have the limited one, the original one he had done. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I don't know where it is right now. It's around here somewhere. But the one that was only 300 of them done or something like that. I do have that one too. But whatever. Okay. Now these are some of my books that aren't slabbed. And I'm going to start off with this one. I have 3 of these, so I believe I'm getting one of them slabbed, I think. But I have 3 of them. I have a couple nicer copies. This one here has it's really nice. Everything's really nice. I think all of them probably near mint condition. I'm not sure about this one. This might be just below near mint because of this little faint line right there. I thought maybe about getting a cleaning on this, and maybe that might come out. Or actually, I watched a video on how to clean your own books. So maybe I'll try it out in a couple, books that aren't really worth anything, and see if it can come out something like this. Try to do it myself, because it doesn't need a pressing or anything. Next one, I actually wanted this cover for so long, and this is a lower grade one, but I'm happy with it. I just wanted it because I love the cover. This is Sergeant Fury and Talon Commanders #13. Just such a cool Captain America cover, so I love that, so I got it. This here is a more recent pickup, and it's the Two Fits of Tales #30. It's the Jack Davis cover, and I believe it was Hero Hunter actually told me, or someone, one of those guys told me that this is actually was voted the #1 war cover. So I knew it was something like that, but yeah, so I'm happy to have it. I got it at the Rhode Island Comic Con this year, so I just love the cover too. I actually saw it in someone else's video, and I just, from the time I saw it, I said I had to get it. Okay, now this is one of my top 5. It's a Silver Surfer #4. You know, I'm a huge Thor, Aquaman, and you know, Aquaman's my favorite DC person, you know, superhero, and Thor is my favorite Marvel hero. You know, so yeah, he's up there with him and Aquaman on the same level for me. You know, let's just say that. But I just love it. Iconic cover, awesome cover. You know, if I had Journey Mystery 83, which I will have someday, that would be my favorite Thor cover. You know, but this one here right now is my favorite one. And I did get a second one recently. This one had like a dent in the corner here, and a little with the bottom here. This one's a little bit nicer, except for the writing right here, but they crossed it out and put 15 cents. So I think that's kind of cool though. You know, you see back, you know, when they were selling these, it has a date stamp. So that's kind of cool. I love stuff like that. You know, most of the time, as long as it's not too much. But this is a magazine size. I was gonna grab a couple magazines, but I only grabbed one. So this is my Vampirella #1. Just a cool Frazetta cover. It's not great. Has a bunch of ticks right here, but you know, I'm happy with that. I'm fine. I don't need to upgrade it. You know, I just wanted to get the first Vampirella. I thought about collecting the rest of in the series, because you know there's a lot of them, but you know I'm just not going to do it. It's too much. So, but I'm happy with that one. I love that one. And since these are out here, I figured I'd throw these in because they're recent purchases, and I got them because I love the covers, and you know, I'm starting to get more into the Golden Age stuff, which I just picked up I'm waiting for it in the mail. I don't know, it's a pretty significant Golden Age thing, I guess. It's a, key kind of thing. But yeah, I should get that in the mail tomorrow, and I'm going to do that once I get that, I'm going to do my haul video for this week. But this is one of them, and I figured since I show a Frazetta cover there, I'd show another one. This is Weird Fantasy #21, cool Frazetta cover. I just love the cover. I just love it. I'm really starting to fall in love with the Golden Age stuff. This one here is not in the best condition, but I'm happy to have it. So I can't remember how much I paid for it. I think I only paid like $18 for that, so that's not too bad. Yeah, and this one here, I paid a little bit more money for this one. This one's like $80 or something. This is John Corbett, Space Cadet #1. This is from Volume 2. But it's just an awesome cover. Look at that. And I know I have seen posters for this, so I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know who did that actually. I know who did. I just can't remember right now. But yeah, so they're the newer ones, and this will be the last one I show. And there are a lot. I mean, I do have other ones that I love the covers on, and I'm surprised there's not a Harley Quinn cover in here, or a J. Scott Campbell thing, and which there would be if a lot of that stuff is actually getting graded right now, because I got signatures done to them. My J. Scott Campbell covers getting signatures done, graded, and I do have a lot of original art, which they would be my top covers, you know, 'cause I got some awesome artwork done recently. So, but yeah, this is my #1 all-time. You know, I have a T-shirt with this on it, and I love it. But this is definitely one of this is my #1 cover. So, it's my Avengers #4. I bought this raw. I paid like $200, $250, something like that. It wasn't a lot. It was definitely no more than $250. And it came back at a 5.5, and that's awesome. So yeah, that's my #1 cover, guys. And like I said, you know, Amazing Murpinator, congrats on the 125 subs. I actually really enjoy watching your videos. I know you're pretty new, but I just love your videos. And congrats again. Thanks.